All right. Good morning and welcome to the January 11th, 2024 meeting of the New York City Campaign Finance Board. Happy New Year to everybody. I hope you enjoyed spending time with your family and other loved ones. With the 2023 election cycle now in our rear view, I am pleased to announce that the Campaign Finance Board authorized $12.75 million in matching fund payments to 81 qualifying candidates last year. This feat would not have been possible without the hard work and dedication of our staff here at the Campaign Finance Board, and for that, we say thank you. With the November general elections and newly elected representatives sworn in, our agency is now focused on preparing for the fast approaching 2024 primaries and the upcoming 2025 citywide election cycle. In today's meeting, the board will be voting on a few matters, including penalties with respect to 3 independent spender committees and a determination on a Rule 709 petition from last year's cycle. The next order of business is the approval of the minutes from our, November 2nd meeting. I move the approval of those minutes. Is there a second? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? That motion carries. Next item on the agenda, did you have some opening remarks, Amy?
I do. So welcome, everyone. I am happy to announce that 3 of our staff members will be engaging in active participation in the Council on Governmental Ethics Laws, which is an international organization that of government and public entities that are involved in the operation of campaign finance, government ethics, lobbying regulation, and freedom of information laws. Dan Cho, who is our Assistant Executive Director of Candidate Guidance and Policy, will be the chair of the steering committee of that organization for the next year. Jamie Anno, who is the senior data scientist here, and Samantha Perez, who is the deputy director of candidate services, will be on the COGL program committee, which is the committee that plans the annual conference for that organization. Congratulations to all of them for representing the CFB in that capacity nationally and internationally. Today will be my second last day board meeting at the CFB. It is my last board meeting as interim executive director. And I just want to thank the board for having the confidence in me to bring me back during this time of transition. And again, I just want to say how wonderful it is, how happy I was to be able to help out, and how wonderful it is to work again with the incredibly dedicated staff of the Campaign Finance Board who make all the work that comes out in public, the public funds payments, all of the voting work possible. And so I want to commend them all and thank you for the opportunity to kind of help out the agency during this transition period.
Well, we'll have more to say about Amy at our next meeting, but I want to really on behalf of the board, thank Amy for her willingness to come back out of retirement and serve during this period. And as I said, we'll have more to say about that at the next meeting. Our next item on the agenda is the announcement of campaigns and compliance. So the following candidates have completed the post-election audit process without any violations and penalties assessed by the Campaign Finance Board. The board recognizes the diligence of the candidates and their campaign staff in running campaigns that maintained compliance with New York City's campaign finance law. Both of these campaigns were first-time candidates, both from the 2021 election cycle. The first candidate was Cesar Vargas, who ran for the Staten Island Borough President. And the second was Leslie Bogosian Murphy, who ran for City Council District Number 3. Congratulations to both of those candidates. The board has 3 enforcement matters before it. There are no appearances with respect to these enforcement matters. The board will take some time now to go into deliberations. We'll be back in a few minutes with our decisions. And then we can conclude the meeting with a couple other items. So we're going to take a short break. Thank you. We're all set? Systems are on?
Yep.
Good. Okay, so the board has deliberated, and the board, I'm going to do these all together, proposes to make the following findings of violations and impose the following penalties. These all relate to independent spenders during the 2023 election cycle. So I'll just mention them by name. And so the first is Labor Strong. The violation is late reporting. The amount is $6,250. A second, People Enhancing New York. The violation is late reporting and the penalty is $19,500. Finally, the spender is Labor's Building at a Better New York. The violations are one, late reporting, $7,889. And secondly, failure to report accurate information, $1,200 for total penalties of $9,089. I move that we make those findings violations and impose those penalties. Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor? Aye.
Just remember officially I'm recused.
Yes, Board Member Moskowitz is recused with respect to the third of those independent spenders, Labor's Building a Better New York. So we have the ayes, there are no nays, and there's one recusal. And that completes that matter. The last item on our agenda for action this morning is a Rule 709 petition that the board granted in part and denied in part pursuant to his delegated authority. And the board now has to ratify that. Someone make the motion to ratify that determination. It's moved, it's seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, abstentions, the motion carries. With that, we're done with our work for this morning. I'll move that we go into executive session for just some discussion, but no action items, and we will adjourn directly from the executive session. I so move. Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed, abstentions, the motion carries. We are done for this morning. Thank you all very much.